And we're live. Welcome in, Mystic Manifesting Family. Surprise live with Lily. So, as you guys saw earlier today, there was an emergency during the live stream. I owed you guys a better live because earlier today we were working out together and I came out to go do the live stream in the car while she was still in the gym. And if you were watching, you saw my face probably turn a little bit pale and that pre workout didn't settle right in tummy town. So, had to, take care of some business in the bathroom. So luckily the gym bathrooms were clean, but that's why I owed you guys another live stream for the day. But welcome in viewers. If you guys got any questions or anything, I'm trying to get it where we're both lined up, but I mean, I don't want anything to fall because it's like this one I got to turn. No,
It's fine.
this one more this way.
There you go.
There we go. And this one more
that way.
this way.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
And look at that, lined up perfect. I got this nice shirt from Lily. If you guys know the Sopranos, if you know, you know. It's very nice, a little bedazzled. But yeah, we decided to do a bonus live stream today just because of earlier. John West, what's up, brother? He says, Nick and Lily, yay, woot. Good to see you. As you can see, I'm also not doing the Twitch live stream tonight. There was a nap that occurred. There was a meal prepping that occurred. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff that didn't really pan out, but to kind of go with the live stream from earlier, everything is working out in your favor because it gives us a bonus live stream here. And there were multiple people asking questions about Lily in the thing. So I should have wrote them down. I think I wrote down one of them. Oh, she said, okay, so we'll answer the first one. So, and you've answered this before, but.
Oh my goodness.
Well, we'll answer it again. What were your feelings when I was manifesting you?
What were my feelings when you were manifesting me?
Right. When I was thinking, Lily's in love with me. She wants to be in a relationship with me. Everything's working out in my favor. She's gonna come back. She's already back. And I picture us on dates. And then I picture when you drove away the one time and you were kind of a little bit sad and crying that, she's gonna come back because she misses me. I was thinking that stuff the whole time.
Oh.
And I was like, and I would every night go to sleep pretending that I was going to sleep and you were right next to me and we were talking. And I'd be like, oh, you know what? Like, what do you call it? What was the one thing I'd say?
I guess it was just the fact that you always pop up in my head. So somehow you were just calling me mentally, even though I was trying to avoid it.
Say, come back to me.
Yeah, so it was like I would just do my regular thing, work, gym or whatever. And all the time when I was either at the gym or doing something or whatever, it brought me back memories of stuff that we would do together when we were together. At the gym and everywhere, So it's like you always pop in my head all the time.
And even when you seen me and you were mean to me the couple of times, you were still like, oh, I fucked up.
We had her on and off, but we got through all of that. So now I feel like we have a better relationship, even though we have a lot of stuff going on in our lives, me and you. More than before, but we always
things have picked up.
Yeah, but yeah, oh yeah, definitely. In our private lives and everything. But I think we have become to understand each other more. We both changed on so many different ways.
Right.
And it's hard to do that because sometimes when nowadays I feel like a lot of people don't change for people.
No.
Or anything like that. And I feel like we have done a lot for each other to better the relationship. To kind of get where we at. Right now it's like a relationship because before it wasn't like a relationship. It was just only on and off, just going out, hanging out, having fun, whatever. Yeah. But it had never come to a point that being in a serious relationship we have been right now. Which has been, how long has it been already?
We had this debate last time. It was either 2 years or 3 years at this point where it's been official.
Yeah, hasn't it been 2?
I think you were saying 2 because of February, and I was saying 3, but I never went back and did my research. Either way, I think now we're at more time together than we were ever apart.
Yeah. So at the end, we had just came to talk about things more, understand each other more. We both understand each other's like personal lives, families. It's not an argument anymore. I don't feel.
Yeah.
It's a lot of stuff that we both changed, I guess, for the best for each other and make the relationship better and make it how we are now.
Right.
Yeah. And now I feel like now we take it a day at a time, a step at a time. We always try to figure something out. Like sometimes we get so tired or overwhelmed or stressed or whatever that we need to take a step back and just like, okay, let's relax.
Yeah, and it doesn't
too
mean
much.
And it doesn't mean like, oh, just because I don't see you. Because at one point when it was on and off, it would be like, well, she didn't see me. She's fucking somebody else. That was my thought process, and it was like, but now it's like, I don't have that. What do you call it? That mentality. But so when you said we both changed, it's safe to say we talk about you have to change before the world changes. Mm-hmm. So before you see any change in another person in your life, family, friends, relationship, a job, opportunities, before anything changes, you have to change. Go within, like the Bible line, be ye renewed by the, be ye reborn by the renewing of your mind. Mm-hmm. In John, I always get the lines a little bit mixed up, but I know what they are. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's like the mind. So everything comes from within first. Mm-hmm. So it's like when I had to change before I could ever experience a change in you, I would say, right? Like if I'm the one who lost the relationship and it was something I missed, same thing. Like, hey, you wanted. Well, actually, you've had success stories in this too, reconnecting with certain people in your life, where you started making changes in your life physically and mentally first before it happened anywhere else, including the time with someone that we both like, someone that we know who was giving you a hard time in life that would keep anonymous. Someone was giving you a hard time, and we did the manifesting exercise where we wrote out the ideal thing and then like got rid of the letter because why do we burn the letters, guys? It's not magic or anything like that. You burn it to give yourself the illusion of like, okay, I'm done and I let this go. So whenever you write a letter to somebody else and you burn it, it's symbolizing you let it go. So you don't, wherever attention goes, energy flows. So we don't put the energy towards it.
Yeah. Now we have a better relationship with that person.
Yeah.
Now we have a way. I mean, it's like it's still part of that person that is still like, like you, like for me, I still have that wall still, but it's a little bit more down than like up here.
And it's like that's the one thing where the time comes in with it. I want to say, what's up, manifesting Mandrill? I'll see you there, brother. Good evening to you as well.
But now that we have down the road, because this was like 2 years ago. No, more than that, right?
That's why I want to say we've been. I want to say we've been official for 3 years because I think it's been 2 years you've been good with this person that we wrote the manifesting exercise with.
She's been pretty good. She changed a lot. There's still some stuff that she still needs to change a lot. I mean, doesn't mean we're not perfect. We're all human beings, like I said, and we're always gonna have, we're always gonna make a mistake or whatever. We're not perfect, but we try to get there and try to change or whatever. But yeah, she's better now. I feel like she has she has grown. I feel like I have grown on her somehow.
Yeah, because you've respected yourself more in that environment that you're in. Yeah, because you're in an environment that you were uncomfortable.
Well, not only that, but we both had situations. Well, mostly her, and I've been there for her no matter what.
And that's almost like God giving you opportunities to be a blessing in that.
For her,
it's a blessing. Though, yeah, you got to step up and show yourself.
Me and her together, but I'm just saying that I feel like God has showed her like, hey, Lily's not this person. Lily's this, and now she has my back for a lot of things.
Right.
And I'm very grateful and blessed for that, and I'm very I appreciate that because oh my God, it was horrible.
Yeah.
It was
I remember you were suffering. Bad. That's why I was like. Because even to the point where you're like,
I didn't want to go to work.
Yeah. You knew the situation that I had with the job before, and then you knew the situation, and you knew about this manifesting stuff, and it's kind of one of those things where it's like, okay, well, what do you have to lose? Almost like when I couldn't get you back, I'm like, well, what do I have to lose by thinking positively about this person? Just makes me feel better mentally, so I don't feel so fucked up in the in the head about all this stuff. So I'm like, I'm going to picture you in a better light. And then I'm going to forgive you because forgiving you is not about you because you'll never even know if I forgive you. It's about me letting go so I can feel better. And it's all that stuff that you went through and you did. And then this person had changed. And so you've experienced it too. Specific person change in a non-romantic sense and in family sense too, with reconnecting with family members as well.
Oh yeah, that too, definitely.
Yeah. And I know people have asked success stories about manifesting a family member back or something. And those stories have happened not just with you, but with what do you call it? And you're getting birds before land with another situation too. So it's like a little bit at a time.
Yeah.
And it's like the patience that you have with all this stuff.
It's a lot of things in general.
Yeah.
It could be work, family, friends, I don't know, job, school, whatever it is. Doesn't have to be like SP or just that.
That's like the most common thing everybody's always
It's just about anything in general, anything, lifestyle, life relationship, family relationship, friends, stuff like that.
Yeah, wherever it's like wherever your attention goes, energy flows. So anything that you can put your mind on in a positive way is what's going to be affected in your life, and it's going to reflect out there. Because like even stuff where it's as simple as okay, trying to get more views on something, you realize the numbers going up, and then it's like then they happen. Or something that you state with confidence. Yeah. Like I told the story earlier today about, hey, I said I'm going to be monetized within my first year on YouTube, and then they changed the rules on YouTube a month before, and I like you had to have 1,000 subscribers. I had 815, and the way I was growing, it was so slow, it was not going to happen. They changed the rule to 800 a month before the time my deadline was up.
Oh wow!
And then I became monetized. I don't know if you ever knew that story. And then I said, you know what, guys? With that confidence, you say manifesting with momentum. I said, we're gonna have 1,000, even though there's only a month left. I'm like, we're gonna get that 1,000 by the day of the 1 year anniversary. And I can't remember if it was the day after, the day of, or the day before, but it was on a weekend that I wound up getting the 1,000 subscribers.
Cool.
And it happened with it. So if you say something with confidence, it's like speaking the power of the spoken word. So
cool.
Yeah, this is how it applies in every area, like you said. And it's like, because what's one thing everybody else wants to know about the specific person, not just any specific person, the relationship one. That's the one thing everybody always asks me about. And who am I to deny the audience what they want to see? So it's like, if they want to ask about it, I don't mind. And I don't mind coaching people through it and all that stuff. But it's like, there's other areas where it's like, you miss. It's not, I guess it's not till you manifest that person back and you have the relationship and things are good. And like you said, your wall is still up a little bit. That was a good point to make, because even when we were together and official and everything, my wall was still up. Like, am I going to get hurt again? But then I think it's a good point you made the other day, not the other day, but this was years ago. You made this point. You said, I can't make you feel any type of way. You make yourself feel that way, which is, again, extreme accountability for everything in your life. Your life is your own responsibility. Somebody can do something that affects you, but how you feel and react to it is your own. Like, you can feel hurt by it, but staying hurt is your own choice. Not forgiving is your own choice. You can forgive and still put your boundary up and say, okay, I'm never going to deal with this person again because it's not worth it to me. But the forgiveness is like, okay, you forgave them and you move on with what you're doing. Yeah. And I feel like that's one of the most important things that everybody leaves out. It's like, well, no, I want this apology. And it's like, it's crazy because like the apology will come. There's one time I was like trying to visualize you apologizing to me. I'm like, she's going to say sorry for how like she's treated me and this and that. And then next thing you know, I get a message from you out of nowhere. I'm sorry for how I treated you. I'm sorry about all this stuff, but I can't be with you. And I'm like, oh no. It was like I manifested the apology, but it was in a different way. I was like, oh no, hold on. So I was going to say, be very specific. No, not like that. Like I said, because I had the one video I was going to say God's like a genie. And I'm like, wait, hold on. God's not like a genie. God is God. But I'm like, he will give you whatever you ask for in life. So be very, very specific. Because I was not there. So yeah, that was just something that was like very, very motivational and the negative sort of way to prove that all this stuff happens. It always is working out.
Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, be careful what you wish for. You just might get it. Almost like a good friend of the channel, Ink, talked about like, okay, she wanted to manifest a specific person coming down to see her, and the person has never been to her state before, or like in a long time. He's been there before, but it's not been in a long time, and there was marriage and all this other stuff that was in the middle of it. And before you know it, the dude comes to visit, and he's with his wife or whatever, and then he chooses to leave his wife and spend time with Ink. Like, so it was like it was somebody that she manifested they come visit her, but then the guy was, she said, obsessed to make herself feel good and believe it. He became super obsessed with her. Oh, and she goes, I call it the fuck around, find out method. She goes, because I found out. So that was just always an interesting story about be careful what you wish for.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I see we got some stuff here on Instagram. I don't know this person's name, but I call her Heart. It is Heart because she has a heart for her name. So I need your help. Well, what do you need help with, Heart? We're here. I'm hanging out with my specific person. We thought it would be a nice surprise live because I owed TikTok a live for the day and I didn't have a live. I had to cut the live short on YouTube earlier because of a bathroom emergency while stranded. I was like, there was not going to be any focus. I've been praying and manifesting for my specific person, but I'm having doubts really bad. Well, I remember last time you came, you were having doubts as well. And it's like, did I have doubts the whole time? I mean, this is the person's right here. You could ask her yourself, how many times has she said, I'm for real this time. I'm never coming back. I have blocked you on every platform. And
it's been a lot of time.
Yeah, a lot of time.
Blocked and everything.
A lot of mean things, a lot of stuff that like ripped my heart out. And it's like, here's the person. And then here's a person who's done a complete 180. And how many times had I quit while I was manifesting? It's like, fuck this bitch. This motherfucker. Like, how dare you fuck me over? And it's like, this is the person. And then it's like, and then I would just say, I'm like, you know what? I forgive her because I don't want to carry this burden. And it's like, and what do I have to fear by feeling good? So if I could picture myself in the future with you and the relationship being good, it's like, even before we came on the live, just laying in the bed with like your leg draped over my back and stuff and making me fall and take a nap because I'm in the bed with you.
You always fall asleep.
Yeah. So it's like, eventually my body gives in. So it's like, even though, Miss Pickles, thank you for the likes. So even before, like, what's it called? It was all stuff I visualized at one point and I'm experiencing it. And I remember another time I was like, when we got back together, when your best friend got us back together, and then her nickname is BFF to Lily. And so weird how I was going to say SP. It's like, her name is Lily. But when we got back together the one time, and her friend was the one who set it up, and you guys have heard that story probably a million times. I have to have her on the podcast too. Because whether what Neville says, no matter if it's one man or a million, all will play their parts in order to bring your dreams into this world. So I would have these conversations with you.
She has a lot of stories too.
Right. And does she all the stuff that she's manifested out of as well?
Yeah, she has a lot of stories.
And she's very motivational. Like when I talk with her best friend, it's like we were like getting louder and louder and louder. And it's like, and then we're interrupting each other because we both have so much motivational stuff. Yeah. And what was the one thing that she said? So that night when we got back together, I would picture giving you these Christmas gifts and stuff because you left me right before Christmas time. Sad story, right? So then I brought her these gifts because I tried to give them to your best friend. I'm like, look, I probably never see her again. Couldn't just give it to her. I got them in my trunk, all this stuff. And she goes, I have a better idea. You bring them. And then I'm like, where? She's not going to see me. She goes, you know what? She's single. And then for the context of this, she was dating her best friend's brother. And then she goes, she's single. She's not, don't worry about that. And her best friend sets her up with me and then we go together. And then at the time I still lived at home. So we wound up staying at a hotel. And at the hotel, it's the only place we can have privacy. So we stay there and I bring in all the gifts. And then I used to and I'm just trying to picture and be as loving because, hey, this is happening. It actually worked. And then you started crying. And when you cried, you told me every single thing that I had imagined at one point. You're like, I've treated you so bad. I'm so sorry. I gave you up and I shouldn't have. And all the things that you said to me. And then it's like, okay, you think after that, how would I lose her again? Well, then she comes back and I start thinking, I'm like you said, the wall is still kind of up. The hard part is to lower that wall because to the degree you have that wall, you're still expecting this bad things in some way. Like you said with that person that you still have a wall up and occasionally you have a small wall and small little amounts of the stuff still come through. So it's like whatever you're expecting, it comes into your reality.
Yep, that is so true.
And let me see, I'm just trying to make sure we get all the comments. How long did it take for you all to come back together? There's been different times. I'd say the longest time was 10 weeks because the longest time we were apart was 10 weeks. And I want to say, 2.5 months. So we're basically the whole summer before then. Then we were kind of like friends with benefits for like a long period of time. But like I cut off the other people I was seeing. I believe she cut off the other people she was seeing. And we weren't seeing anyone other than each other from like August until like February, because every time but I kept debating. I'm like, and this is what I show you. It's like, do I want this relationship or do I not? I'm like, it came. And then funny enough, I was thinking and feeling that.
Up in the head.
Yeah, I was thinking and feeling that. And you were feeling the same way. So again, whatever you feel, the other person feels. And then people are like, oh, well, what about free will? Well, it was her free will to be back with me. It was her free will to feel the same.
I mean, we had, at the end of the day, we make our own choices.
Right. Because everyone's like, oh, well, does that mean you're manipulating that person?
No.
No, because if I was, you would have been like, oh, he's got a whole channel about manipulating me. I'm out. But like it's not, because it's this person's decision.
You are your own person. You make your own choices, and at the end of the day, that's you make your choices.
Right. And it's like
nobody's forcing you to do anything. Right. It's like I always say.
Right.
I'm not forced to be here.
Yeah, because like I've had some people, like the people who come from like the super like Christian side of stuff, it's like, now I have a Bible right there, I have the cartoon Bible right there, and I moved it to my gym bag. But I got the other Bible over there. I've read the Bible, I know the Bible, and Neville Goddard, Florence Scovel Shinn, and Joseph Murphy all talk the same. But I've had all these Christian people, super Christians, they're like, you know what? They're like, you're going to hell. You're manipulating the world. It's like, no, God gave you the good pleasure. And like Jesus said, I give you, it goes, all the things I do, ye may do also and more. Mm-hmm. So if he's able to heal people, well, you guys have seen it through the group meditations where we all pray for each other. And it's like, just a quick success story. Someone had a canker sore the other day, and it was huge. Like, I guess her whole face was swollen. Next day she woke up, her face is not swollen. It went right down. Oh, you had the canker sore too. And then the one on your lip.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, you're like, wait, what? No, the canker sore. Put that fingers on your lip.
I call it sore.
Oh, you just call them a sore? Yeah. I call it the canker sore. And it's like, I don't know if that's the name. That's what my dad always called them, canker sores. And there's a show when I was growing up, Ed, Ed and Eddie, and there was an age gap, but Ed, Ed and Eddie, they had the canker sisters, and I think that's why they called them that. But either way, so the sore. And then I visualized before we went to bed, like my hand like glowing and like touching your face and like healing you. And the next day you're like, hey, it's kind of gone. It's not all the way, but it went down.
There, but it's not as bad.
Yeah. And it's like, okay, well, then you could just say, oh, that's something little that would have happened anyway, right? Mm-hmm. But then it's like, or the time when Ink's son was sick, and then we did the group meditation, and said, and 1 hour later she's texting me, he's 100% better. I don't know how. And it's like, so all this stuff, I mean, you can't really explain all of this stuff other than like, eventually it stops being a coincidence. If something happens so many times, it's no longer a coincidence. You could track it and prove, I thought this, I acted this way, I did these techniques, and then this thing happened, showing that your mind creates reality. And even in the Bible, they say, where is God? God lives within you. Mm-hmm. Okay, if God lives within me, that means he's probably in my mind. Jesus is buried at a place called Golgotha. Golgotha translates to skull of man. Mm-hmm. He says, I am within you, and you are within me, and we are within the Father. That shows everyone is you pushed out. That's why it is your free will. So whatever you desire, that person desires. There's probably a lot of stuff that Lily desires, and then she's thinking about it. And then naturally I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm going to do this and like surprise her. And you're kind of like, I expected you to do that. Has that happened? I don't know if you've experienced it or if I have. I know I've experienced it with you where it's
sometimes, like, I mean, most of the time I always get it right.
Yeah. Everything, I always get it right. Yeah, everything that you expect to, like, you're like, oh, it'll be nice to experience this with.
Yeah,
like,
I knew it.
Yeah, you'd be like, oh, I'd like to experience this with Nick. And then she's someone with a higher self-concept. Like, you guys know me, and you know how I started, and I told you my story, and I know a lot of you guys who I've coached and worked with. We start out with low self-concept. She's someone who has a very high self-concept, so pretty much whatever she wants, she gets, because it's in her mind. That's
I think it's just a matter of just faith, go with it.
Yeah, you believe it's going to happen.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I'll be like, I'm like, you know what? What's the worst that could happen? Mm-hmm. So it always works for me.
And that's the one thing too that I always tell people, I'm like, too, if you think about the worst case scenario of how it's going to happen, and then say, even if that worst case comes up, I know I can handle it. Mm-hmm. It takes pressure off you, and it's like, fuck it, I'm going to be fine either way. Which is where you can't fuck this up, and it's all working out in your favor comes from. I say those things because, hold on, you guys are going to see my fucked up hair. You can't fuck this up. Email mysticmanifesting@gmail.com for pre-orders of merch. That's only half a joke. We are doing it, but we only have so long because my guy who does the shirts is running out of time.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, he's going to be busy for the foreseeable 6 to 8 months or 10 months or something.
Wow.
Yeah, he actually manifested his dream job, so he's got to go through a whole training program. And I said, I don't want you distracted with the merch stuff. I want you to be on what you're doing. So I said, merch can wait. If anything, I've got a company I got a company that pissed me off, but we could always use them if we really, really need it. But it was just something fun to do, which was something I've always wanted to do. I wanted to do a clothing line with stuff that represents me and my message of positivity. I've wanted to do that since I was in high school. And through a way, I mean, we did sell some stuff. It happened before. And we had enough merch where we both wound up accidentally wearing it to the gym today.
Yeah.
You had the hoodie. You had the hoodie. I had the hat, and I had the shirt.
Yeah.
And then
I guess when it's meant to be, it's meant to be.
Right. I see. You dropped your peanut. You dropped your nuts. Mm-hmm. She's saying, I miss my SP so much. It's hard not to. But that's the part. It's very hard. I mean, but I was dating her before I was ever dating her. In my mind, she wasn't there, but I went to sleep with her every night because it felt good. And you have the control of that. And you have control of, like, I had a hard day at work and I would be like, babe, I had a hard day. And she'd be like, well, you know what? It always gets better, because I knew her so well. I knew how she would talk to me if she was being nice. I knew how her nice side was.
What are you trying to say? I'm not nice?
You are not. Like you said, we have both changed.
Okay.
And I would picture like how like it would be if she was nice. So whenever I had a hard day, even though I was blocked everywhere, I was talking to her all the time. I was like, oh, like I'm like, I really miss you. Like, I miss you too. And it's like, why don't you come over after work and it'll be nice and we could just sleep together or whatever. Not in a sexual way, we could just sleep together. And I'm like, oh, that'd be nice just to lay in bed and go to sleep. And then I would go to sleep. And then it wasn't long before that. I used to visualize, I would wake up. This is one I used to always do. When I would wake up, obviously you weren't in my bed because I was alone. And I would wake up and I would try not to look at the side. I would do this thing where I would sleep where I would put the pillow right here. So it would feel like a weight. And I would imagine like you were there. And then I would talk to you in my sleep. Like, and then I would picture, I'm like, well, at least in our dreams, we can be together. So I would just do that stuff because it made me feel good. And then they always say, they're like, oh, there's no way we can explain it. Like, people come back if you do that. I'm like, okay, well, whatever. What's the harm if at least I can actually go to sleep? Because, you know, when you're heartbroken, you can't sleep. You're wide awake. So I would just go to sleep and be picturing that stuff in our conversations. I would wake up and I knew you're not there. It's a fucking pillow. And I would be like, thank you, God, for my home. Thank you that I have running water. Thank you, I actually have a bed. Just basic stuff we take for granted. Thank you, I can walk. All these blessings. I'm like, thank you that I'm in a relationship with Lily. And then my brain will be like, wait, no, hold on. And then I'll be like, thank you, I have hot water in the bathroom and a toothbrush. And I would trick my mind so I would forget. So I could just feel good and get up. But then in my mind, I would picture leaning over, kissing you on the forehead and leaving. What do I do every Saturday now? You're in my bed every Saturday, and I give you a kiss on the forehead before I leave for work.
Sometimes weekdays.
And sometimes weekdays too. Yeah, like today. And it's like the same thing, so it always happens. And what's it called? Austin, what's up? Good to see you, brother. Austin's one of the members. Shout out to Austin. He's one of the members. And what's it called? You said you were from Mexico, Austin. I can't remember if you said the same. I don't know if you said Guanajuato. She's from Guanajuato. 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 I forgot what part of Mexico you said you're from. It was something with a G if I remember, but I couldn't pronounce it. I'm still working on my Duolingo. So act as if I already have it, even if he isn't. Heart, yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Because at the very least, you feel good. He said he's from Querétaro, Choro. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Querétaro.
That close to where you were?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm like, I told him last time. I'm like, I barely know my American map. But I was like, because I saw the cube, I was thinking it was a G, and I was like, oh, it's got to be somewhere close to where you were. But I thought about that.
I think so, though. Not sure.
Ava, yes, this is my specific person. Today our schedules happen to line up, but thank you for joining the live, and thank you for the likes and hanging out. Yeah, this is my specific person. So it's a surprise guest because we were just hanging out, sitting here, enjoying the popcorn. I prepped some meals. Yeah, I prepped our meals for the week, so we're good to go on workout wise. We did our workout. We walked extra miles today.
I know, I was so tired.
Pre-workout worked up my belly.
I think that nap got to me.
Yeah.
And I woke up like hungry and
thirsty
and everything.
That's why I figured it like that. Well, thank you, Ava. Ava says she's so pretty. And she's sitting there drinking pop and eating the popcorn.
I know. Oh, once a week, okay.
Yeah. Once a week,
just to kill that sweet tooth craving.
I'm having a hard time with the sweet tooth. I drank a bunch of protein powder. I didn't even need to feel the craving for sweet tooth.
No, I have
ice cream flavor.
Like pop at least once a week. That's it.
Yep.
I'm happy.
Let's see. How did you feel when he was manifesting you? Okay, that's the same part. We answered that. You can answer it again if you want. This is the part where I always. Like I see in a lot of coaches, because some people it's like either they don't hear it or they come in later. But I see in certain coaches on here, they get fucking mad. They're like, I just said that, I'm not saying it again. But I always answer it again because
because sometimes the thing is that they don't. Exactly. They don't understand that they come in a live or in the middle of it, and you're like, oh, you don't.
Right, you missed that part, and unless you do the rewatch.
So, yeah, a lot of people don't have patience.
Yeah, a lot of these coaches, they don't have no patience, and it's like you've become a lot more patient with them knowing you. I mean. You wanted patience, and God gave you me.
Well,
I wanted patience, and He gave me you for waiting 10 weeks at the most.
You're the impatient one.
Yeah.
I guess it depends.
No, but that's a good point. She said I'm the impatient one. We're gonna answer your question in a second, but I'm the impatient one, which I made a video on YouTube the other day, and if you guys on YouTube have probably seen it, but TikTok, go to YouTube. Like I said, I always direct you guys to YouTube. I have videos and all this stuff, but I did a thing where it's like, it's for the membership channel. So Austin, you saw it. It was actually Austin's suggestion for a video. Mm-hmm. Do you have to be perfect while manifesting? I talk about I'm not perfect when I was manifesting.
No, it's like,
I would freak the fuck out. I would get angry.
It's like
you would be here, and I would be upset.
It's like a prayer. There's no right or wrong way to pray.
Right, exactly.
As long as sometimes it could be direct. I'll be like, I want this. Thank you, amen.
Yeah, it could be real quick.
I have heard so many different prayers. I'm like, wait, that's it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Go straight to it.
They're quick, and it's like in prayer, like that's where I was like, I found more of a relation to the manifesting without having to be part of, like, I grew up Catholic, and I'll always claim Catholic because I feel like God didn't make a mistake making me Catholic, but at the same time, I'm not going to go to church, but I'll read the Bible on my own. And the same way, the way I interpret it, you have a personal relationship with God. So that's how I take it. I have a personal relationship with God. Mm-hmm. I pray however I want. If I want to write down a letter to God and burn it, then it's like, I know He saw it because I saw it and I read it and processed it. Okay, He already took it.
Exactly.
And just like when there was a third party, and there was somebody else in your life, I wrote a letter to him who I didn't even know, didn't know his name, didn't know anything about him. I just suspected there was a person that said, thank you for taking care of her, but sorry you couldn't take care of her, whatever, you're a fucking bitch, whatever, go fuck yourself. But then respectfully, I was being nice, I was trying to be nice and humble. I wrote a letter to myself. I forgive you for being a little bitch. I forget you for crying, blah, blah, blah. I forgave myself. I wrote something to you. I forgive you, and I know you're hurt. I'm here for you, blah, blah, blah. And then I didn't know all this at the same time. She was going through hurt and pain and all that stuff. And I burned up the letters, and I just took a chance. I'm like, let me relax. And as I take this, my ashtray, because we bought this together.
Yeah.
We bought this together at the Halloween store. I finished my cigars. I burned my letters.
Halloween store.
Yeah. And I went walking back. I still lived at home. I went walking back to my parents' house from the garage. The wind came in and went, blew all the ashes and the letter towards your house. I'm like, tell me that's not God answering my prayer. And then I stopped worrying because it could have just meant nothing. It could have been like the wind just blew it away.
Yeah.
But I took it as, okay, God heard my prayer, and I don't need to worry anymore. And before I knew it, then that's like the stuff with BFF came through and everything. All that. Yeah.
It's changed a lot of things. But going back to her question.
Yes. Yeah.
How
did you feel?
How did I feel? I felt that I was thinking about him. It's like he came into my head all the time. Like especially when I used to go out or go to the gym. He will come up into my head, and I will be like, oh, we did that, or if it was him, we could have been doing this, because with him, it's been the first person I actually experienced a lot of things in my life, because I was a young mom, so I hold my life a lot for my kids until like basically later on in life. They're all grown up or whatever, that I actually start doing things for myself and actually started doing things with him. Mm-hmm. So we experienced a lot of things. I experienced a lot of things with him, new things.
I experienced a bunch of
stuff. Yeah, we both experienced a bunch of stuff. So I feel like it was more of a reason that he always kept on coming into my head all the time. Like when we used to like fool around or play around or experience new different places, food, and I'll be like, oh, that would have been me and him. Oh, we did this, me and him there. Mm-hmm. So like I was like thinking about him too, So it's like, and but the thing is like, but no, I can't be with him
because of your ego and pride.
I guess it was.
But then okay, so here's the part where they're going to say next probably. D Navarro, what's up, brother? Thank you for the likes, and I saw Manny in here too. What's up, Manny? And then Austin, we're going to get to your stuff in a second. We'll jump back to YouTube for Austin. But it's funny because one, you said, oh, you saw certain things that reminded you of us. Mm-hmm. I would see that too. Mm-hmm. And it's funny. This one story particularly sticks out because your best friend's the one who told it to me. And I said, I kept visualizing us at the beach because it was a good time. But we had done a bunch of stuff by this point already. Right. We had been like probably like 10 months on and off of knowing each other. Like there was 2 weeks apart, 1 month apart. And then like by the time we got back together again, it was like 6 weeks. And then finally the last time we broke up, it was 10 weeks. Mm-hmm. But it was like each time, I think it was 8 then 10 because it was like 5 or 6 breakups. But each one was like another 2 weeks tacked onto the sentence or whatever for failing to manifest, right? So I had this. I kept visualizing us at the beach and how good it was. You dropped the salsa on your titties. I licked it off. I mean, these were the things that I was thinking about. And then when I ran into your best friend, and I never even spoke to her before. Never even spoke to her before. She tells me, like, she goes, you know what she always talks about? You guys at the beach. Out of all the things we did, why were you talking about it the week before when I was thinking about it that week before? Mm-hmm. That shows that people are connected. I'll give you an example. You guys, anyone who's a member on Discord, you guys know that we did our group meditation, our group prayer, and Mooney came in. Mooney's somebody I went to high school with. I've completely forgot I brought him in when I started Discord so he could help me run it, but he got busy with life and he didn't. I completely forgot he was in there. That morning, I thought about him, and then he showed up. He showed up at the group prayer needing a prayer. Mm-hmm. Out of all the days, so who started it, him or me? It doesn't really matter. The fact was I thought about him, then it played the part, and he thought about me earlier that day. Same thing, you guys saw Tone from Goated manifesting. We had not talked in a long time, and I started thinking about him, like, oh, wouldn't it be good to reconnect? He probably got a new phone number, blah, 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 blah. He came in the live here on Discord or on TikTok, and he's like, what's up, brother? How you doing? Good to see you. Like, glad you're still out here making content. And I was like, good to see you too. And I was like, I figured you just changed your number. He goes, I did. Send me a message on Instagram. And like, sure enough, reconnected. But it was like, I started thinking about him. He goes, you popped in my head a few times this week too. Oh. So again, like everybody's connected.
Yeah, that is true though. It happens like that too. It happens to me too. Like, oh, wait, I'm like, I was just thinking about you.
You know, it's funny. Mm-hmm. Here's another quick one too before I jump over to Austin's question. Mm-hmm. Was when I thought about your dad the other day. I'm like, oh, I want to spend some time with her dad and show off my Duolingo skills. And then I completely forgot that I agreed to put in.
I don't know about Duolingo though. Yeah. Should be messing with your language, mix it with confusing you with Spanish and English. I'm like, wait a minute. I was like, oh, you'd be like telling me like different things. I'm like, wait, what? What does that mean?
Here's this, my baila figa.
Yeah, I don't know what that.
They said it's something like baila figa or something like that in Spanish for Duolingo. So that's what
I think they mean bilógrafo.
That's what it is. Yeah, I don't know how to say it. Same thing. I can't say película. I can't say película either. Película. Austin, you can help me.
Película.
Yeah, I can't.
But see, the thing about it is what is hard about Spanish is that there's different words that mean the same in Spanish.
Right.
Like, I mean, for me, a pen is pluma, not bilógrafo. Or
pluma makes more sense.
Pencil is lápiz.
Oh, Sentinel. Oh, I haven't seen you in a minute, Sentinel. Thank you. He said free. Yeah. See, he said the word right there.
There you go. Yeah, so that's what it is. So it means a lot of, the Spanish is different. I mean, it's a correct way, but I mean, I feel like most of it, we don't say it the right way.
Right. That's why I got the slang Spanish book so I could keep up with you.
Yeah, so it's kind of confusing and it's hard to learn Spanish because I know I get it. They teach it the right way,
like Spain Spanish.
Yes, but I mean we don't.
We're speaking Mexican
Spanish.
We
don't use it. We speak the ghetto Mexican.
Chicano. No, wait. I'm from Chicago. Chicano. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let me see. I'll take on Austin's question real quick. He said, in the topic of manifesting, what I'm doing is allowing God to give me, open my heart to receive, and align my heart with Him, and all that, drop all resistance and all chasing of anything. Like the Bible says, be still and know that I am God. Exactly, Austin. You said that earlier in the one comment. I haven't got back to your comment, but you're 100% correct. Neville references that a lot in his writings too. Be still and know that I am God. And if God lives within you, then you should also be still and trust the process that if you and God are one, if you're like Jesus says, I and the Father are one, but the Father is greater than I, then you trust your Father to take care of you. Like, especially if you had a good dad. Mm-hmm. It's like, think about it as your earthly father. If you had a good dad, he says he's going to help you get something done, you best know your dad's going to get it done. Like in terms of your dad's like, oh, I'm going to do this thing. Like everything your dad said he'll do in his life, you did. My dad too. I'll give an example. A quick success story of my own dad, actually, talking about like he wanted a job and he lost his job, and me and my brother were young, and I don't even remember this. He said that he like put his hands down between his head, and he was never really religious before because he didn't grow up going to Catholic school or nothing, so he didn't know much about it. He said that like he put his hands between his head and goes, God, I don't know if you're real or whatever. Like, God, if you're out there, I just need a good union job with benefits and health care and making at least $100,000 a year or whatever. Yeah. Whatever the equivalent of that was back in the early days, whatever, like basically a good living wage. He said that, he goes, please, I just need some help. And then all of a sudden his job came up, and there was like a fitness test that was included in it. My dad was always skinny and like not very athletic, and he said that he went there and he failed his push-up test by 1 push-up.
Oh wow!
And the guy who was doing the test, he goes, "Don't make me regret this," and he marked down that he got the test.
Oh wow!
And then he goes, "That I have no other way to explain than God was looking out for me." And I said, "That was it. Like you trusted the process. He trusted what he wanted to do." So again, something with the career. Yeah, that was the one story. I don't know. I never told that story. Actually, I should have him on here, but he's been silent lately. Yeah. He's on his own path.
I think you have asked him before. He's really like.
Yeah, he's not an online person.
No, he's really not.
The closest
they're old school.
Yeah, the closest you'll see are the comedy skits that are lightly referenced on him. Like the one eating gummy bears out of the garbage is not actually him, but that was just something funny we thought about. Or wiping the ass with toilet paper that's actually fucking, what did we say it was? Sandpaper? Because I did one of the skits where, so then like, even your granddaughter told me, she goes, "Wait, did your dad really do these things?" I said, No. Those were made up. Those were just to piss him off. Yeah, those were just Flex Entertainment comedy skits. Okay. But the one about, "You think you're fucking Batman?" That one was real. That's actually based on something he said. "You're not fucking Batman." Or what's the other one? We did one about Harry Potter, but I've never watched Harry Potter, so it was just like making fun of something.
I think I had tried to watch Harry Potter, but I lost myself.
I couldn't get into it. Yeah, I could get into Star Wars like nothing. Like I said, guys, get some Star Wars figures and clear your mind. Do my painting, the Mystic one. But anyway, yeah, that was something. That one I was proud of. I had a quick hand like B. Diaz if he's in here. I know that he's the master of customizing the Star Wars figures.
Who?
Brian.
Oh yeah.
Brian's the master of that.
I remember.
Yeah, he'll take them apart. He boils them in water so they get loose and takes them apart and puts the other pieces together.
Well, because it's like rubber plus
it's plastic.
So it loosens them up.
So like see this one loose in the waist or whatever, and then the gun. And he'll take it apart and then like he'll put different body parts on there, but it looks like it matches.
That's
and
cool.
They move different. And I'm like, damn, I would never thought. I'm like, how'd you figure this out? He goes, just figured it out. And then I was like, oh, I'm like, you got like the old school Mexican man mentality, like your dad, where it's like he's never done it. He goes, I'll just figure it out. Just make some shit up and it works. Or like the old Italian, or the old Italian guys, the same thing. They're like, I don't know, I'm gonna figure it out. Like I said, this old Italian guy online, he goes, I'm gonna fix this ledge right here. And then his grandson's like, you done that? No, I never done it.
But I will do it.
And then he figures out, he puts the wood. He goes, I think this will work, and it does it, and it looks perfectly professional.
You know how
it could be better.
Like my dad, when we put the rating,
yeah,
we have a hard problem in the middle part.
Yeah,
because of the poles.
Yeah, because they were a little bit misspaced.
And then he like, okay, hold on, wait a minute. Yeah. And then we're like, we were thinking he was gonna get like wood glue.
Yeah.
And he
came out with something completely different because I would have thought wood glue, and I was thinking, I'm like, this is gonna take forever because we're gonna have to fucking glue it, and we're gonna wait for the glue to dry, and it might not even stick because there's a big gaps in there. I thought he has enough glue. He came up with something I would never even thought about. That's that old engineer mind too.
Yeah, I was like, I knew he had something going on in his brain.
Yep,
it was pretty quick after that.
Yeah,
well, not quick, but it was easier.
Yeah. I was like, well, this one won't be an all-day project. Imagine if we did that. I don't want. Fuck, that would have been
worse.
At least the wood, me and your dad could figure stuff out because the wood is more malleable,
manageable.
Yeah, it's like. And
I already kind of figured that too when we like, okay, let's get the wood part. And I already off the back knew my dad what he would know what to do if anything, any setbacks.
Yeah,
he will have like an idea,
right?
Like you seen.
Yeah.
You know, my dad's pretty old already, and he's like, oh, okay. He's like, it's coming back.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God. I'm like, okay.
It was a good lesson in patience and stuff. These old guys in the trades and who know how to do stuff.
I'm like, well, you sure learned some tricks, huh?
Yeah. He was thanking me. I said, no, thank you. You taught me some stuff. I didn't want him to be like all indebted to me, like, oh, you fixed this, you did it for me.
I guess he meant like the little heavy work.
Yeah. And then even the same thing where I came up with an idea he did because it turned on that part of my mind. This is why I say be careful who you surround yourselves with. Her dad got me thinking in a way that I usually don't think. I usually do enough whenever I'm doing any kind of labor stuff. I know enough to follow the instructions, or I don't read the instructions and I get mad and I kick it and I break it and I throw stuff and then I figure it out. Same thing with manifesting. You get mad, you kick and scream and yell and complain, and then you take a break, you sit back, settle down, get your mind right, and then boom, then everything works out. Sometimes you got to get that little bit of anger first, or you can take a deep breath, walk away, take a break, think about it, and say, how do I reapproach it?
Instead of throwing tantrums and throwing stuff around.
So it's the same thing. Any mental stuff that you can't control or stuff that you can control, sometimes it's better just to take a walk away and think about it before you go back to it. So if you guys got any other questions too, let us know. Make sure I pick up the gun. My fake gun for the thing, so don't ban me.
For real,
I didn't smoke today, so
show what you're talking about.
This gun.
A toy gun.
Yeah, the toy gun. What do you call it? But yeah, if you guys have any questions for me or Lily about being manifested or manifesting, let us know. Are you Arab? No, I am Italian and Irish and American. And she's Mexican.
Mexican.
Yeah,
Mexican.
Yeah.
Mexicana.
But yeah, I mean, that's a solid question. Is there any other questions? If we have any other questions, otherwise we'll sign off. I know it's
we could tell them. I mean, maybe we might have my son soon.
Oh yeah.
We might have my son soon here.
I've referenced some of his success stories. I'll tell you one real quick because I've referenced them before, but I didn't say his name. But since he wants to come on the live stream, I could reference the story. He could tell more in depth. But the one was he doesn't technically have his diploma. Yeah. So everybody says you can't get a job without a diploma. He said, no, I'm going to get a job without a diploma.
Oh, that was a good one.
He made and he told me that, and he asked me what I thought about it too, and I was like. And we had like a little discussion. Not that what I said mattered because his mind was already made up. At the end of the day, you could ask people advice and stuff, but as long as your mind is made up, that's all that matters. Mm-hmm. So he told me, he's like, do you think I can? I said, anything's possible, but honestly, dude, I will get the GED or whatever. Like, just get it done. And then he told me that he's like, all right, I'll get it. And the next time I hear from him, he's got a job making $20-something an hour, which is more than some people who went to college.
Oh, yeah.
So some people who went to college are just making minimum wage. What's up, brother?
He always make things happen somehow.
Right, and that's his mind. And what's funny is that her son knew about manifesting before she did. Even though you were dating me, he was like, I overheard him the one day. He goes, "Yeah, manifest that shit." And I was like, "Oh, I didn't know. Hey, I didn't know you're cool like that."
No, but yes.
So Ratasha, thank you. Ratasha gave Lily a thing.
Oh, thank you.
Ratasha's one of my regular clients. She manifested her specific person back too.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What were you gonna say? Sorry, I'm gonna read the question.
Somehow he always managed to like make things happen all the time. And then he came one day saying that he did mention it that he was gonna get his GED or whatever, but it was just like he just mentioned it, and then later on he's like, "Yeah, Mom, I'm gonna go do my placement test for this." So yeah, he has his appointment set up for that. Right. So yeah, he's kind of looking forward to it, and he wants to better himself. But yeah, there's more stuff to it. I don't want to tell more background stories to all that stuff.
Because he knows more about it than me. I only pick up the little bits. We don't talk much. Yeah. Just because, like I said, my schedules are busy. Mm-hmm. I'll get to go see her. And then she'll come over here. And it's like, quickly, it's like there's very rare.
It's like very interesting, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, more than mine. Well, I think we're.
Well, you don't really. You have a. Yeah, as I said,
I have my stories. He has his stories. But for being my son and stuff like that, yeah. He has this little life stories going on.
Yeah. Let's see. Camille says that she's manifesting her specific person. He's a different culture. Sometimes I overthink because he's not of my culture. I feel sometimes because he's Muslim, or he's not Muslim, and in his culture that he won't marry me. Well, I got like a story about that as well. It's like I have one of my clients, her friend married a Muslim guy. I knew a Mexican girl. She married a Muslim guy. It's like, it's not impossible. It's not that. You said you're Muslim and he's not, but it doesn't matter. It's like love transcends everything. We have completely different cultures. Mm-hmm. She's from 26th Street in Chicago, which is like a ghetto ass area of the city. And I'm from Midway, which was an area that was turning ghetto when I grew up. But it's like I'm from Italian Irish background. She's from Mexican background. There's similarities, but it's not the same thing. Mm-hmm. She's 15 years older than me, which is completely. She grew up in the 80s. I grew up in the late 90s, early 2000s. So those are two different. It's not religious wise. Right? Granted, we were both born Catholic, but when I met her, she wasn't very religious, and when she met me, I knew of religion, but I wasn't really practicing anything either. Like So that doesn't really matter. So that's a circumstance. You're like I said, everybody who comes on here and they give me a circumstance, they're like, well, here's my situation. Can it still work?
Like
my answer is always the same. It's always possible.
Anything is possible if you really want to.
Right.
I mean,
where there's a will, there's a way.
Exactly. So that's the word I was. Yeah. I mean, anything is possible. Look at what happened and stuff between you and me. We went through hell and
back again and again.
A lot of stuff. Yeah.
And it's something that. Oh, thank you, Ratasha. She sent another gift.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Thanks. Ratasha says, "Hey, you too. Hey, how you doing tonight? Thank you."
Good.
This is a long name, but I'm gonna say DT for short. She cool with being manifested? Are you cool with being manifested?
Yeah, fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here.
She's here. Doesn't work. We talked about this too, about the free will too. It's
I'm
like
here.
It was her free will to make the decision. I could sit there. I could sit there and think in my life, like in my mind.
I'm here. If that's the case, I would not even be here. But bye, Felicia.
Yeah.
Hey, bye, Felicia.
And she's done it. Like,
I've done it a couple times. A lot of times.
And it's like it's not like I was like, "Oh, you're manifested now. We get together." It's like that didn't happen.
That was funny.
That's it.
You're trying to kill me like.
Now I killed her. So yes, she is. Her answer, not mine. She's not being held hostage.
No, I'm not. I'm okay. I'm here. I'm here. I'm happy. I'm having a great time.
Ooh.
So good.
Trying to get back into contact.
But yeah, my son is coming by. We kind of had made it like a schedule kind of thing. So
after I get my taxes done,
we're hoping that praying to God that maybe Friday night might be
Friday night, worst case Saturday. But either way, if we get on for a quick hour, like anything past an hour kind of goes to a lot. And then if you guys want, I mean, I'm not doing it tonight because she's over here and it's late. But I was going to do the Twitch stream. I'd rather give up the Twitch stream for this, where you guys are more active and engaged. Twitch is something I do for fun, and it's something that I set a goal for, just to challenge myself. I said I'm going to do this video game thing because I'm not naturally a gamer. I said I'm going to do something out of my comfort zone to try something different, but I'm going to do it the way that I want to do it, and I'm going to watch it take off. And so far, every time I've gone out, we've gained a subscriber, or not, it's different. Subscribers and followers are different there, but either way, followers. We gain like 1 to 2 followers almost every stream, and people like to watch me cook on there. They like to watch me get mad at video games. So I've been doing that.
Yeah, so I guess Nick's going to be preparing a bunch of questions for him. And I'm sure he's going to have a lot of questions. So I have a feeling it's going to be a good long live, I feel. A good one, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, but I feel like, what's it called? Me and him get along really well. It's like he didn't come from my balls, but we got the same mind. I'll tell him that too. He said, well, I'm trying to get back in contact with him because we're in no contact I was in no contact as well. I had nothing but my inner thoughts and being in contact with her through my imagination. He's Muslim. I'm not. He's Arab. I'm black. Okay, well, that doesn't matter. See, you're adding all these things. It's like you're trying to show me ways why it shouldn't happen. And I'm trying to show you ways how it could happen. And you need to be thinking the way that I'm doing. As a coach, think positive. Think positive.
That actually works.
Right.
Thinking positive, being motivated and stuff. Don't just focus on just one thing.
And you think from the end. What does the end look like? So you can think about the end, right? Okay, you guys are in this relationship. How does that look? It's nice and it's a fantasy. Don't just think of it, think from it. I'm going to explain what Neville always talked about, thinking from it. So when I was thinking from my relationship with her, I was dating her throughout the day. If I went out to a bar with my friends to stay distracted or just to live my life, one of the days at the bar, I mean, I did this a bunch of times. I was in the end scene. I was talking to her in my mind while I was socializing with other people. Like, if someone was weird or I dealt with some weirdo, which the bar I used to hang out with was a bunch of weirdos. So like I would see some weird person. We'd have a weird interaction. They'd be fucking drunkenly trying to give me a cigarette or take my cigar or fucking fight with me or whatever. And I'd be like, I would talk to her in my mind like, you see this dumb motherfucker right here? Like, and then I would picture what she would say to roast them back. So that's living from the end, where it's like my girlfriend was with me 24/7 and we were already together. If I had a hard day, I would talk about that. I would talk to her in my mind.
So is she with him? Or
no, she's saying she's saying they're in no contact, but she's saying he's Muslim, she's black, she's not, he's Arab, that they can't be together because of their culture. And I'm trying to say
no, but I mean, do they have like some type of relationship, like a friendship or anything like that?
I'm gonna guess
what type of relationship, because
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, it could be
some people's stories. I know I've never seen her before.
Yeah, because I know me and you started off just like
friends with benefits. Huh? You wouldn't call it? I said friends with benefits.
Yeah, I mean, we started off just having fun and stuff, and then down the road, it just became what we became.
Yeah, as Ratasha says, she loves the hair. Super cute girl. Ratasha says she loves her hair.
Thank you. Great. My daughter and her friend did it. They have us.
It looks very nice.
Thank you.
Ratasha's actually from Chicago too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Let's see. I know it's a circumstance, but I don't know. I just wish I was in contact with him right now. You're right. I'm going to manifest it. Exactly. Now there's the attitude. You're going to manifest it. Yeah. It's going to happen.
I mean, if you don't want to call it manifesting, you could pray for it.
Right.
It could be either or.
Whatever is more comfortable.
Pray as like as you received.
Right. Exactly. See, she knows already. Pray as though you have already received it shall be yours.
Yeah. It works.
Yeah. It does it. It's like you guys have seen it through. Well, I know Ratasha has for sure. John, Garrett, like you guys have seen it because you guys are in the Discord and you have seen that.
Yeah, it has.
Kanisha says, hi, how are you doing, Kanisha? Good to see you.
Hi.
Well, we did the adult tango and then we never talked after the fact. Well, that's fine too. I mean, like, we were kind of like, it was like a couple weeks hard and heavy. Like, I know it's only, okay, so I'm going to give you a different scenario, but I've heard stories about people who've like, they've only hooked up with the person one time, like that story. And then all this time went by and then they ran into the person again. Mm-hmm. You have a story about that? You met somebody in Mexico, and then when you came back to Chicago, they wound up being your first husband.
Oh, that was my husband, my first husband. Yeah,
and you were married before. You only met him one time in Mexico. Out of all the places in America or Mexico that you both could have gone, you wound up in the same city at the same party.
Yep.
And then, so there's a story right there. It doesn't involve me, but
I mean, it didn't work out. But I feel like it didn't work out for a reason. And if it wasn't, we wouldn't be here.
Because I was a child manifesting you at that point.
Manifesting an older person.
Yeah.
It took you. How long it took?
Yeah, I was watching.
It took me years.
Yeah, I was watching the George Lopez show, fantasizing about the mom, and it turned out to be you.
Hey, how long did that manifest?
Yeah, it must have been 15 years. Let's see. Yeah, I met
everybody came true though. Yeah. It took a minute, but you know what? It's like anything though. It's like when you pray and you want something so bad, you're not gonna take it right away because at the moment it's not meant to be.
Yeah.
You know, like me, I want a sports car. I don't know when I'm gonna have it, but you know, it's not meant to be right now.
And it's like technically the same thing. Remember?
I
could, but it's like you're waiting for. So it's like the only thing holding you back is yourself. But it's like, okay, for a logical reason, it's like it may not be the best time. I want a perfect time. Like, what about the one? Remember, I wanted a specific sports car. I wanted the Grabber Blue convertible Mustang by the summer of like 2 years ago with a black top and black interior, and I wanted it. And then all the dealerships didn't have it. And I don't have the car to be clear, but I saw I went for food over at Lucky Dog, and then across the restaurant was a dealership with 7 of them. And they were on the lot for a long time. And I could have got the money. I could have got it together. It was all there. I just didn't want to have another car bill.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, it was just, I just didn't feel it. It's like, not that I couldn't do it. I just didn't want to lay out the cash. I said, you know what? I'll get it another way. Mm-hmm. And I didn't specify the other way. It hasn't come yet. And I don't trust. It's something I don't need right now.
It's not. Yeah, exactly.
It's not the time for it.
It's not the time for it either. So I'm like, no, it's okay. It takes its time.
Yep. Kanisha says, how did you manifest her? Okay, so since you just came in, I'm kind of going through the story. I'll run through it one more time. It was basically, I went through all the different techniques. The one I preferred was like going to sleep, visualizing, talking with her, and like things are good, and her saying, I'm sorry, this and that. And I would picture, you also said, here's another story. She said that she would never sleep over at my parents' house because I lived with my parents when I met her. And she's 15 years older, so she had a family and a home of her own. And she didn't want me over there, and I didn't want to go over there when she had a whole ass family. And she didn't want to go over to this kid's house. Like, not a kid. It wasn't literally a kid. She's not a groomer. I was 23.
Exactly.
Or maybe 22. I was 22, 23. She was 38, and I was 22, 23. But I didn't want to. So I didn't want to go over there, and she didn't want to go by me. And then so it was like we were staying at hotels. So I was like, I was picturing, I'm like, oh, you know what? And I didn't even think about it, but all the visualizations I did were in the bedroom of the basement. I lived in the basement of my parents' house. and she wound up going over, and she said she would never go over there. I wound up cleaning. This is the thing too. This is actually something that happened in Florence Scovel Shin's book. This girl wanted to manifest this guy back. He was a sea captain or whatever, and he went away. This was early 1900s, late 1800s that she wrote this, because she was before Neville. And she wrote this thing, and she also used a lot of Bible stuff as well. She said that she told the lady, she goes, go prepare your house as if you already had a husband, because she wanted to marry the guy. She goes, go prepare the house for your husband. So the lady reorganized her house. She made it like the husband lived there. So I redid the basement to the best of my ability. It was like, there's a lot of shit in the basement. Everybody stored all their shit there. Yeah. I did it the best way I could. I deep cleaned the bathroom. I did, this is what happens when you reach an hour. It makes you solve a puzzle.
Okay.
So anyway, I redid the bathroom. I cleaned up all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. I did all that. And then sure enough, you wound up staying the night over there. And I was like, damn. And then I was like, I kept visualizing like, hey, I know I'm going to break this promise. I told my dad, I won't hook up with no chick when my mom was in the house. And they were right above us. And it was something I used to visualize, and it happened.
That's funny though.
Why are you not at CFX with us right now? That's what's up, Eric? Eric's the one guy from the group chat I told you about. That's the war criminal from the group chat.
Oh, God.
Who's there with you? Is Brian there? Damn, you're all there right now? Thanks for the invite, guys. I really appreciate it. I'm glad you thought about me until you saw the live. Appreciate you, Eric. Such an incredible story, you two. Thank you, Ratasha. Tell Danny he's gaining weight and he needs to get his shit together. I'm the minor in the group chat. Yeah, he's
a young one, right?
Yeah, he's like 19, 20 years old. I don't know. How old are you, Eric? Are you 21 yet? Can we bring you to the cigar lounge with us yet?
Wait, you gotta be over 21 for that?
I don't know. He told us that one time, but there's no way you're 19, dude. You were like 19 when I met you. Bro, I'm 20. Hey, that's fine too. Everybody's.
I didn't really have to. Wait, I didn't know you had to be 21.
I don't know. That's some bullshit that Eric probably said because he didn't want to show up, because Eric never goes to none of the meetups except for the one time over here at the Mr. Olympia.
I thought you would have known. You go there a lot.
To where, the cigar lounge? Yeah, but I've never been carded or ID'd in my entire life. I've been 35 since I was 16 years old. I walked into a bar on St. Patrick's Day, St. Patrick's Day. I had to do some fundraiser for the union, and I went there with my uncle, and they did not card me at all. I was like 16, 17 years old.
Oh, wow.
And they didn't let me in. Turning 20 April 10th, actually, with the what? All right, well, what are we doing for your birthday, bro? We'll have to celebrate. So you visualized that? Yeah, Kanisha, I visualized a lot, and then I did, I visualized a lot. I had a lot of inner conversations with her. I enjoyed, whenever I was trying to enjoy my life the best while not being together and focus on that. And so it's basically there's a lot of different techniques. Like I said, I only post my my little clips on here and stuff. I go to an Opus Clip and clip out stuff and I throw it on here. Yeah. I go live as much as I can, but YouTube is the bread and butter. All the videos are on there of all the different techniques, multiple live streams of us. This live stream will be re-recorded and put up there. Not re-recorded, but it will just stay up on YouTube. So I always say, everybody go out there and check that out. You two are cute together. Thank you, Ratasha.
Thank you.
Eric says he's 20 weeks out right now. Bro, so am I. I'm not even kidding, bro. I literally am 20 weeks out. No, 19 weeks out from CFX Summer Classic. Okay, yeah. Summer is gonna be in the parking lot posing down. Hit a side try, bro. Hit a side try on Danny for me. Tell Brian he's missing the live stream. I don't know what he's doing right now.
Busy.
Yeah.
I guess. Doing his own thing.
Yeah. Oh, where you hop? Yeah, bro. I'm gonna be on stage in California. Come through. That's another thing. A notification for everybody. Yeah, I think you guys already know, but on Muscular Mystic, my secondary page, I've been vlogging the stuff. I mean, I'm still learning the whole vlogging situation, whatever, of me doing the carnivore diet, me going through this process of doing my friend's show. As you guys know, Savish, you've met him on the live streams before. Mm-hmm. I'm going to do Savish's show. I'm probably going to go out there in April at some point, just God willing, time's lining up and stuff. Mm-hmm. Go out there for a weekend, shoot some content with him, give me some time to lean out a little bit more and look good, and film some stuff over on the beach. Hopefully the weather's nice over there.
I hope so too, because I know we kind of having a weird weather.
Sometimes
kind of chilly, and it's okay.
And even if it's chilly, I'll have my nipples out and still fucking do some posing.
Oh, no.
Let's see. He said, Danny was getting out of breath talking to me right now. Tell him put the donuts down, bro. He's the one at Crumble. Are we all going to Kelly? Yeah, bro, go to Kelly. I think Brian's going. I think Brian's going to slide. My brother, she's going. Garrett, if you're still here, he lives in LA. He'll be there. Who else? I invited everybody. It's July 11th. Please give me an example of an inner conversation you had with her while you were manifesting her. Eric, it's July 11th. So inner conversation example. Let me picture one. So
you have more than I do, I think.
Yeah, this is a good scenario. So at the time, I was working a job I couldn't stand. And I was struggling every day.
Is that the one where they used to bother you at night and call you in the middle of the night?
They call me in the middle of the night. They call me in the morning. I wasn't paid for that, but they would be calling me, and like it took me 6 months to manifest my way out of that job. Every day, here's another quick inner conversation example. I would treat it every day as my last day there. I packed up my entire locker every night. Yeah. And I would tell her I'm out of here any day. I'm gonna be at a job like this and this and this, and I'll have that job. And it's like everything I said I was gonna do.
That's the one where you used to work at nights, or
the night shift or the midnight or the afternoon shift, 2 to 10.
Yeah, it was.
And then
late.
Saturdays I would go in the morning, and then what's it called? So I visualize every day I'm out of here. I pack up my whole locker and stuff like that. And when I was going through that, I would visualize talking to her. I was blocked and say, "Oh, we're never going to be together," blah blah blah. So I would sit there and I'd be stressed out and like everything. Like, trust me, guys, don't check out a life. But these thoughts had gone through my head before. I'm like, fuck, I should just take a header off the top of the building. Get drunk and slam my car into something. Like, these were all thoughts that went through my head because I was unhappy with life. But what saved me was kind of like I would have these inner conversations with her. I'm like, babe, can you believe this fucking cocksucker? He's a fucking prick, this guy. And I'll talk shit about my boss to her. And then I know how she is with roasting people. So I'll picture her talking shit about him back. And then we go back and forth in like my mind. So it's like, and I'll be like, anyway, I can't wait to get out of here and just go lay at the house with you and this and that. And it got to that point where it's like, before I want to leave in that job, we were together and you'd be like, oh, you know what? Come through. Like, I know it's late. I'll be sleeping. But you would wake up in the middle. You'd be like, shuffle to the door, open it up, and like you just turn right around, like not even really greet me, just turn right around, go right back to bed, and I would just jump in bed with you. And then I'll wake up at 5 a.m. with you. So you go to work, and then I would go back home and just go right to sleep. So I would have all these conversations like that. Race Car Randall, what's up, brother? Let me see. Eric said one more thing. I want to hop on stage so bad, man, but I want to put more size because me on stage, lean, it would be small. Well, first of all, Eric, number one, you look great, bro. So don't take away from yourself. You could put some size on, but I think you're fine the way you are. Remember, I showed you the pictures when I stepped on stage the first time out there in LA. Sky, thank you for the flowers. Appreciate you. I came in flat as fuck, like not happy with how I looked when I went on stage. It wasn't bad because I only had 7 weeks to get ready. I chose that show because it felt like, my friend who ran the show, Savish, we became friends after. Like,
after that,
he kept me like in it. I tried to back out of the show. He's like, no, bro, just do it. The show is about celebrating fitness. It's about the journey and this and that. And Eric, you have a great transformation. You could even enter the transformation category and probably win.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that he has different categories.
Yeah, he's got different categories. So it's like a transformation. So you could show the one where you was biggest fuck and then like how you are now.
When that competition happened, I remember that some of these, they should have not even been there.
Right.
Because I feel like that was not fair.
No, he's drug testing this year. So Eric, don't hop on no gear. Just so you know, don't hop on no gear. Because there is a drug test this year.
Good.
And he said that wasn't fair because a lot of these guys, they were pros just there to pick up a trophy. They just did it to fuck with. And like that one dude with the fucking glasses fucking roided out. He looked like shit, in my opinion. I prefer classic. I don't know if you feel the same, Eric, but I feel classic physique is a lot better. And anyway, so Savish is going to do a drug test this year.
That's good.
But he told me to tell you, I told him I think you would do good on the transformation because you're already transforming. And he's like, tell her. He goes, tell her to do it. Step on stage. And she's like, he's not going to. He goes, let me talk to her. I'll tell her to go on stage. No. And so Savish was trying to motivate you to get on stage too. But Eric, either you can do the transformation.
I'm the supporter.
Well, so you could be out there filming it.
Yes.
I'm gonna get a nice camera for it too.
I'll be supporter. I'll be the supporter.
But I would say, Eric, you could do the transformation or you could do the classic, which is what I'm doing. And it's like, maybe I'll do the transformation too because I got the pictures and the vlogging of where I've come from and where I've gone. But it's like a celebration of fitness. So it's like they introduce you with your walkout song to like, hey, this is what I did. Like they told my whole story as I walked out there.
Quick introduction.
Yeah, quick introduction. So it's different than traditional bodybuilding, but I liked it better. It was more inviting and like celebrating fitness. Let me see. We lost some things. Then I said, thank you, Sky, for the roses. I saw that. I saw your video of your girlfriend on what she felt when you were manifesting her. Oh, well, thank you, BJM. I appreciate you, brother. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. Michael, what's up, brother? How you doing? Did you affirm more for her or self-concept? I did both equally because like I feel like it goes hand in hand. I had to be confident in myself because if I didn't believe in myself, those affirmations were not going to mean anything. I could say them vainly like, hey, yeah, she loves me. But if I don't love myself, who would love a person that doesn't love themselves?
Exactly.
So we both changed, but I had to change first. And it's like in turn, she had changed for the better. Like one of the things, I don't have the manifesting book, but I did write this down too. If you guys are manifesting a specific person, one thing I did was I felt that you were very lost in life. So I put down, and then when you came back, you were all Christian and stuff too. So but I wrote down, she's lost in life. She finds herself. It had nothing to do with me. It was just something I wanted for you. And that's unconditional love. Like a lot of times we just want that person so we can feel happy. I wanted her to be happy in herself, even if it meant never being with me again. Those are hard things to believe or to think, but I would say that stuff because it took pressure off me. It made me feel good, but it also like I feel like I wanted to help her life too. BJ, thank you for the follow too. Thank you. Let me see. Is she her SP or is she your SP or did she get your thoughts? She did receive my thoughts. You talked about that earlier, that she was everything that I was thinking she was feeling that, if that's your question. I was a little bit confused by that. But yeah, I told myself I'm going to hop on stage before I turn 23, so I got to make it happen no matter what.
Is that Eric?
Eric, yeah. So Eric, you're about to be 20.
That's the only way, because look how you did it too. You're scared, nervous, but you did it.
Yeah, I was scared, and I probably placed bottom 3, Eric, but I accomplished the thing of stepping on stage. I wanted to compete before I was 21, bro, and I didn't step on stage, bro. You've made a lot of like advances in your physique from, like, I've seen your transformation. Like, you were big as fuck, and now you're like shredded. So it's like stepping on stage, you already have the mass from when you were bigger. So it's like, I haven't seen you in a while, but I mean, when you came over from the Olympia and we were doing our joking around pose down or whatever, when we were all naked in my house. Anyway, no, but when you were posing, it's like you have enough size to like show. I mean, right now you look better than I did probably when I was your age, when I was 19, 20 years old. I showed you those pictures. It's like you look better than I did there, and you could probably step on stage.
The main thing is that he will need to like go up there and just get over his fear, because no matter if he looks good or whatever, because like we always talk about, we always gonna feel some type of way when it comes to our bodies, no matter what. No matter if I tell you, damn, you look good, but then you're like, no, it's
the curse. It's the curse of fitness.
We always go through that. Yeah. So at the end of the day, he would just need to get up there and just do it and get his fear over with. Yeah. And then, like how you did it.
Yeah, it's a very accepting community out there too. Because remember that one older couple? I can't even remember their names, but they were like, "What's your name?" And I was like, "Nick." And they're like, "So nice to meet you. We'll be rooting for you." And I remember hearing the two of them. They screamed louder than you and my mom at one point. And I was like, "Damn!" I heard the guy who's "Go Nick," and I was like, "Damn!" When I hit the overall muscular. I was like, damn, like it's a very like nice community. Plus, I'll be there. Lily will be there. My mom, my brother, my brother. What's it called? So, and a lot of people from the channel. So it'll be a good thing, Eric. I think you should do it. And what do you have to lose? At least if you step on stage, you could say, and you don't do what you want to do, you could say, well, it wasn't a real competition anyway. Or you could say, I did better than I thought, and I feel good about myself.
So Vicious competition is pretty good. I like it. It's simple. It's nice. Gets people going. It's not like this big crazy thing, you know?
Yeah.
It's nice. I felt
and he wound up losing money on it too. He put more of his own money. He did that because it was something he wanted to do. It wasn't to make money. It was something to promote health, fitness, and everybody. So that's what I loved about it.
Is he gonna have that guy again, though, with the lenses?
Tom Platz? Yeah.
I wonder if he's gonna have him.
Him and Tom are like this, and I told him, like, he didn't answer my emails, and he goes, oh, you could talk to him again when you come back, because Tom did talk to me. Tom Platz and me talked for like 3 hours. It was like, because every time I tried to walk, my mom got like heat stroke waiting for us, and I got sunburned with a sun tan. I had a fake tan on, and I got sunburned talking to Tom Platz. We were just sitting there,
Yeah.
and I said, like, we were talking about like the Bible, manifesting this and that, and then like in competition and sports, and he's like, and he just kept hyping me up, and I'm like, well, I'll let you go. You have other people. Wait, right here. And then he goes, can you take this picture for me and this person? I take the picture, and then he's like, anyway, and he goes right back. And even the guy who won the competition tried talking to him, and he kind of like brushed him off and kept talking to me.
Yeah, I know. I saw that too.
Yeah, he was like
cool.
trying to butt his
He's a
way.
really good person.
Yeah,
he's really nice. Yeah,
and he loves to talk, and it's like so do I. So that was doom.
Yeah.
He was talking to me the night before too, and then well, he thought that I was dating the spray tan girl. He goes, "Is this your girlfriend?" I said, "Yeah." And then he goes, "Oh, her?" And I said, "No." I said, "No, that's her." He goes, "Oh." He goes, "And who's this other young lady?" I'm like, "Oh, it's the spray tan lady." And he goes, "How are you?" And then he goes right into it. It's like, "Damn, Tom, like you're married." So
yeah.
he's like,
yeah, Tom is something else.
He locked in.
Tom is something else.
Bro, like, but the best part was, what if that was my girlfriend? He was just going to try and steal her. I'm like, what the fuck?
Imagine that. No.
That was like, wow, that was a great memory of Tom.
It was.
Let's see. On my journey to manifest my SP back. You got this, BJM. What category you think I would do good in though? Eric, for sure you would crush transformation. I'm thinking that because you could do more than one category too in Submission Show. So number one, bro, I would say definitely do the transformation. If you don't win, it would only be because like you'd be like, the only thing I could see them saying is like, oh, well, you transformed already, like you've been in shape. But again, it's a celebration of fitness. So you would do well there for sure. Because a lot of it's just people losing weight. And then in classic, you could hold your own. He could, like, I'll show you a picture of him later. It's like he can hold his own in that. He's lean, like you got a little bit of the six pack showing. You got the pecs, you got the arms, like your proportions look good. You had the legs popping. So I would say you do good there, bro.
Yeah.
How many times a day did you affirm? BJM, I never counted. It was just kind of like as needed. Affirmations, I feel like they were as needed. If I felt unconfident, if I felt lonely, if I felt like I wasn't going to get her, I'd be like, no, everything's working out in my favor. You can't fuck this up. You got this. And I would talk like that. And then sure enough, it came through. So I would never like set aside a certain amount. I know it's getting kind of late, guys. I know that she's going to be getting ready for bed. So I'm going to start wrapping it up. But thank you for the lives. Eric, I believe in you on the competition. Thank you, everyone who came in. John, Garrett, Austin. Everybody down here who's been in here, BJM, thank you for the what do you call it? The likes and the follow. Ratasha, thank you for the gift. And what's it called? Oh, let me get the name right because I don't want to fuck it up. I'm gonna thank her for the gift real quick. It was K. It was something with a K. Hold on, I'm looking. Hold on. I want to thank everybody properly.
That's a lot of people.
A lot of comments, yeah. Sky, no, I was wrong. Sky. So Sky, thank you for the rose. Ratasha, thank you for the gifts.
Yeah, we're grateful.
Yeah, we're grateful. Thank you, everybody. If you want to see more of Lily, let us know. Her son will probably be by this Friday, hopefully, to talk about manifesting some of the things in his life that he's manifested.
A lot.
Yeah, and and then what else? And then we'll be live. I'll be live on Twitch tomorrow. Flex_Lassiter. It's gaming and manifesting and all kinds of stuff. Mm-hmm. So I'll be playing games there. And because I missed today, it's going to be extra long. So I'll probably be up till midnight. So you guys got me for extra time. No. So tomorrow, Twitch, Flex_Lassiter. All of my social medias are linked in the bio on TikTok. They're linked. You guys, I'll put it at the bottom of the video for the live stream here. So if you want coaching, it's on the website. If you want to join the Discord of like-minded individuals, it's on the website as well, and it's in the link tree. Yeah, all the stuff's there.
Anything over there?
Where? No, over here we're just down to one viewer.
Okay.
So everybody, so I got YouTube up here. Night. Yep. So everyone's going to bed. So love you guys very much. I'll see you in the next one. Oh, hold on, we need to get a good thumbnail. We're going to do a thumbnail through here. I was good. ChatGPT is not going to let me do that one. They're going to say you shouldn't have kissed.
No,
ChatGPT has stopped me. It stopped me.
Really?
It says I can't make sexual content. It's like, I was like, bro, it's just a kiss. And then ChatGPT is like, I'm sorry. I said,
wow,
picky, huh? And then I said, can you make a cartoon of these people? And it made it last time.
Oh.
So like, I don't know. But anyway, thank you guys. Love you very much. I'm going to hang up on this one first. So good to see you. We'll see you soon. Mm-hmm. Oh, what the? Oh. Hold on. We made 1 cent on there. Hold on. Wait, where do I turn this one off?
I don't know.
I always forget. YouTube, whoever's where.
This is over there.
Oh, there it is. They changed the settings. It used to be right here. They changed the settings.